welcome to Sex Our Way. It's our Thursday follow-up on our Wednesday experiment, and this week we tried foot jobs. If you look on our website, I gave a link on there to this wonderful article, a how-to article, where you can go step by step to give a successful foot job. So I followed some of the points, probably missed out the most important, like sit on a chair. Anyway, it was a completely different experience, wouldn't you agree, Paul?
Absolutely. Strangest experience I ever had in my life, to be honest.
For one, if you're going to try this, probably the middle of December isn't a good idea if you want to keep warm. So trying to do it under the duvet, not being able to see what you're doing, and really not having much of a clue wasn't a success.
In fact, we got to laughing while we were doing it, and we said this is probably one of the exercises where we could actually film ourselves doing it, because we were so much under the duvet. It would be the one way that we could actually film it and not go against any of YouTube's naked rules. It's pretty interesting.
But you couldn't see anything. We couldn't see anything. It was just really funny. I followed the instructions. The first thing was, well, obviously I made sure my feet were nice and clean, and I'd even touched up my paint, my nail varnish on my toes. And one of the things that you have to do is put lube on your feet. So I put them on my feet, which then made it really cold for Paul, and just set us off laughing even more. But did it really do anything for you?
Not at all. In fact, she decided to use a lube that was more of a lotion than a lube, which might have been a mistake. And when she got going really good, it had the effect, well, first of all, it was really cold, as she said, but then as it warmed up, it started to feel kind of exciting, and then turned into rug burn. so one thing is that if you try this, definitely make sure that you use a really good lube and you kind of go at a slower pace. Otherwise you have great memories of this little exercise for days later.
And as I mentioned, do it when it's warm, and don't try and do it when it's cold, when you can actually see something. And I have to admit here, which I haven't told Paul, but I put so much lube on my feet that was so cold, it was almost slimy. So when I was practicing it, it sort of like felt like when you go out in the garden with nothing on your feet and you tread on slugs. It had that kind of texture.
I want that noted, it felt that way before it was actually on me.
You do with my feet and not your penis, don't you?
Yes.
So, if you want a good laugh, try that foot job. I don't think you'll find us being foot fetishes, but...
No, I think this proved definitely that I'm not a foot fetishist.
No, and it proved that we didn't have a clue what we were doing as well.
The last thing that was really funny too is as Lynn got going, she kept saying, "This is making my legs sore," and then stopping partway through it. So I would say another thing of advice is make sure you're ready to keep going with your legs once you get started, because stopping and starting in between the foot job is definitely a part of uncomfortableness as well.
Yeah, my legs ache today. It's like going to the gym. So maybe you have to go to the gym before you try this. You have to be really fit. You know, it wasn't for us.
Sore legs, sore penis, you do the math.
Never be able to look at slugs in the garden in the same way. Well, I hope you stop back next Wednesday to find out what thing we'll be trying. We don't know yet. Send us some comments if you think that there's something that we can successfully do. Yeah, send us comments. We'd love to hear from you. Until next week. Bye.
Bye bye.